Hey there everyone, it's GG Sober Son. AA thought for the day, October 18th. Have I got over most of my sensitiveness, my feelings that are too easily hurt, and my just plain laziness and self-satisfaction? Am I willing to go all out for AA at no matter what cost to my precious self? Is my own comfort more important to me than doing the things that need to be done? Have I got to the point where what happens to me is not so important? Can I face up to things that are embarrassing or uncomfortable if they are the right things to do for the good of AA? Have I given AA just a small piece of myself? Am I willing to give all of myself whenever necessary? Oof. I don't know. That's a tall order, man. That's a lot. But I am more willing to be of service and to reach out and arrange my schedule to accommodate meetings, not just for myself. So last night I was on my way to and on last Thursday I went to a local rehab facility, and I'm sort of the third person of the chair people for the treatment facility on the treatment committee. I wasn't elected, but after the elections, the guy that was voted in as the chair asked me to be a third person, right, to fill in. Anyway, last Thursday, he gave me the binder to take home with me, and I'm like, all right, whatever. and yesterday, I can almost swear to it that had I not had the binder in my car, I probably wouldn't have gone, because I was a little hurt that last week, actually he didn't give it to me, the second person gave it to me, but he wasn't even there. And I told my story last Thursday. That's how I remembered it. I told my story last Thursday, and there was like 3 patients there. That's all that showed up to hear my story. And anyway, I was a little hurt by that. And by the end of the meeting, there was only 2 patients there, and I thought, they've got other things scheduled at the same time. Like I think on Thursdays they have a meditation class scheduled at the same time, and it's like, why are we even competing with that? We need to talk to the facility manager or whatever to say, all right, let's not schedule other things. At any rate, I didn't want to go, and I was talking to God about it on the way there, and my expectations were way lower. I didn't know who it was going to be, the speaker. I hadn't met them. At any rate, one of the patients, along with a fellow traveler who works there, really talked up the meeting. And we had a total of 22 patients that came in, and it was enjoyable. I chaired the meeting, and the speaker was, people got quite a bit from what the speaker had to say, and it was good. It was good. I was really glad I went, and I got to see a fellow ACA member that I hadn't seen in a long time, and who came along with the speaker. So it was all in all a very enjoyable experience, and that's me, getting over my sensitiveness, my feelings that are too easily hurt, and my just plain laziness and self-satisfaction. It's like, if I'd have had that turnout, I could have helped so many more people. But even still, having said that, last Thursday at the end of the meeting, there was one of the guys that hung around, one of the two patients that was still there when I was done, said to me, I really appreciate what you said about God. He said, that really helped me a lot, and I'm really glad you came. And I just thought to myself, well, then apparently you're the reason I came. And then, I saw him last night, and we had sort of a special connection, even though he was in a crowd, and he came up afterwards and shook his hand, gave him a hug, and asked him how he was doing, so it was really good. And I'm also, even though on Fridays, there's a meeting in Navarre, across the street from that rehab facility. It's a candlelight meeting from 8 to 9 p.m. And I'm used to being in bed by 8:30. And anyway, I went to that meeting, and I saw a guy last night who said, that he remembered me from the previous meeting, from that meeting. And I hadn't been in months and months and months, and never made it part of my schedule to be part of that. So anyway, that's me getting out of me and being of service and reaping the blessings, the rewards of doing that. It's God doing for me what I wouldn't do for myself, and in some cases God doing for me God doing for me what I couldn't do for myself, and in some cases God doing for me what I wouldn't do for myself. Meditation for the day. Not until you have failed can you learn true humility. Wow, that's true. Humility arises from a deep sense of gratitude to God for giving you the strength to rise above past failures. Humility is not inconsistent with self-respect. The true person has self-respect and the respect of others, and yet is humble. The humble person is tolerant of others' failings and does not have a critical attitude toward the foibles of others. Humble people are hard on themselves and easy on others. That first sentence, not until you have failed can you learn true humility. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's definitely been the case for me. And it seems like, if I'm going along, clipping along, feeling pretty groovy about myself, it's hard for me to be humble. And but when I do think about my past failures and mistakes and rejections and things like that, it enables me to get right-sized. So it's a live and love and learn and growing program. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be truly humble and yet have self-respect. I pray that I may see the good in myself as well as the bad. Yes, that is true humility. Knowing who I am, that, if I'm the fastest man in the world, to say I'm not the fastest man in the world, a world record holder, fastest sprinter world record holder, to say I don't hold the world record is a lie. And it's not humility. It's stating a lie. For whatever reason. Even if I'm trying to be humble. It's a silly lie. And weird. So it's good to be humble. So I'll keep coming back. Chin up. Aim up. Rise up. Love y'all.